Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. Let me just close my door. So, for whatever reason, I was blank on what to do for today. Isn't that odd? So, what did I do? I got the stamps out and I just started stamping, and I did some die cutting, and I made this little file folder flip. And what I want to do is make a bunch of them and then put them together as a little booklet somehow. But yeah, this is what I did. I have some tissue on here, and I did some stamping, and then I have these die cuts that I put in here and used as tuck spots. So I thought we could make one today. I don't know how long it's going to take us to do it, but if we have time, we'll do one of these little pocket things as well. We'll see. So the die cuts are from Tim Holtz. These are his Sizzix Thinlits. And if you want to know the number, this is the one with the coin envelope and all the little extras. It's 665926. It's 45 pieces in there. There's quite a bit. And then I use this one for the file folder and for the, oh my goodness, what do you call those? You know, that we put pictures in, or flowers or whatever. But this is 665930 specimen card. Like a specimen slide. Oh my goodness. And then I use this one only for this special delivery and for the registered. But this has an envelope. It has a little card that fits inside. It has numbers, and it's 49 pieces as well. You get a ton. And this is 665927. Just in case you're curious and want to have a look, then if you have a place to put in the numbers, then you can do that. And then I just had these, of course, and they're a perfect fit in there. They're plain. I wasn't going to do the tags today, but just thought we could do something like that. And then I have this little, what do they call them? There's a bowl clip or something like that, and it just holds it closed. All right, and those I got from Amazon. They're called round clips bronze. So, and I just looked up clips on Amazon. Okay, so here is the file folder die. You can use your scoreboard to reinforce. Excuse the ink, I already have it on my fingers because I wanted to do one because, like I said, I did not know what to do today. I guess I'm just in that zone. Our mail, I don't know if you've heard, is on strike. So a lot of us are dealing with that right now. You know, we can't send mail, we can't receive mail. It's frustrating. I'm just grabbing a book page for the cover. There we go. And I'm just covering it, and then you can use tissue paper to cover. You can just do all the stamping. I was going to do just stamping, but I just wanted to add a little extra interest to the front with the tissue paper, and I didn't want to see this color in behind. So I don't mind that there's pieces of it there. I just didn't want it completely empty. So I just have my paper here. So I hope you're all well. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It is quite chilly in Alberta today. I'm like, oh my goodness, our furnace came on, if you can believe it. Just wow. It's like, not yet. I'm not ready for a winter, and cold weather, and I still want it to be warm temperatures. And see, obviously I glued the wrong thing. So I'm just going to tear it off. Oh goodness. If I use my scissors, then they are going to get so gluey. All right, grab my ruler. Amazing that I have it here on the desk. All right. So there we go. You can ink it. You don't have to ink it. The one I did off camera, I inked, but I mean, I'll just do it lightly while we're on camera because otherwise it'd take up way too much time. All right, I just have this Tim Holtz tissue paper. Let's see if I can rip some of it. It rips really nice one way, and then the other way, not so much. But I just want a couple of the numbers. Maybe I want these numbers. Just like that. It rips really nice that way. You can go straight across the back. Maybe that way. For some reason, I was just looking at the writing being upside down. Like, I don't think I want it upside down. You don't even have to put anything on the back if you're going to glue it to a page. That would look really awesome too, putting it on a page and having it as an interactive piece on your page. I think that would be fabulous. Just like that. And I'm just going to glue the whole thing down. I'm just using my school glue. It goes on purple. It dries clear. I don't want it on the tab, so I'm not going to add glue to the tab. Yeah, I have a really good time when I'm die cutting. I just find it very relaxing to do. And I'm just searching around for my scissors. I did have them here, for goodness sake. Do you see them anywhere? I don't. All right. Sorry about that. Just had to grab a pair. Tissue's really nice to tear and to cut, but there's just not enough around the edges to use my ruler. I'd make a mess of it for sure. So the first one, I did all my inking, I did all the stamping, and then I just added all the bits. So there we go. And then I have the tab on that side there. And so that'll be the cover. So let's just start stamping. I brought black, and I have my real red from Stampin' Up for a couple of them. And then I just have my stamps that I just brought a bunch of different ones so that I could stamp everywhere. And my paper I'll just stamp off, and then I'll wash these when we're done. Open up the red as well. And then it's ready to go. but you can do as much stamping as you want, or none at all. You can just collage on these as well, and you don't have to have the die cuts to make them. You can just use, I use file folder to cut them out. But I mean, you can just cut the length of them. And I think these are 4 from the tip, and then you just make your little tab on there. And the stamps I'm using, sorry, I'm just using these. These are no name brand from Amazon that I purchased because the Tim Holtz ones that I liked were just way too much money. So I'm gonna actually put this on the outside here, just like that. All right, let me just see. So this, and I could have taken out the holes and put brads in there or anything else, and I didn't want to do that. So this will go here. And I just set it there to see where else I want some stamping. So let's put this number right there. Looks good. I don't know about you, but I enjoy stamping. It's relaxing, and you can just it's just like transforming blank page and making something beautiful with your stamps. It's wonderful. And you don't have to stamp over the whole entire thing. Like, I didn't have to put that there, so I'm going to put just one thing there. And then let's do this one. And it's just, but I mean, you can complete the whole entire thing. You can just fill it to your heart's content with stamping. Okay, so that'll be that. And then this I'm going to use as the tuck spot right there. Probably dirty with ink because of my fingers. That happens. I just get full of ink. And I'm not really putting them where they belong. I'll do that off camera. Otherwise it just takes too much time. So let's see what this is going to look like right now. And I just put it there because the otherwise it would be plain. So there, I can pop one there. I'm going to do this one in red, just to have that pop of color up there. Just like that. So let's set that aside, and then we'll work on these. Now when I put the picture inside, I'm continuing to use my vintage photo booth. Somebody asked me what they were, and so they're a Prima product, Finnabar vintage photo booth. So there's just all different photos in a few different sizes as well, and that's what I was using. but I have them, so I'm going to continue to use them. But unfortunately, the back page is not usable because of where they've cut the photos. And then because it's sticky, they are stickers, it's on my finger, and I'm just setting it in the frame and pushing it down just like that, and then it's in there. And that's all you have to do. It isn't going to move. And then I just glue this whole thing shut, and it will become a tuck spot. But they're just simple little projects, right? Because that's what we do. Simple little projects. And there we go. Just like that. And then having it together like that makes it nice and sturdy. And then, whoop. I'm just going to add a few little things to it. And some stamps probably. Let's see, a specimen card. Butterfly. Dance. I just pick out a bunch of these little snippets, and they're the Tim Holtz snippets. And I'm gonna just grab these are the Tim Holtz ones. Field notes. So I'm just going to stamp with a few of these. And it's just to add interest on there too, and then it just changes it up, right? It's not plain anymore, which is fun. Figure 1. Whoops. And then figure 2. And then what else can I do? Just do one more number. Let's see. Doesn't even have to be the whole entire thing. There we go. Turn it over, put the NO. Just like that. Oh, let me just close this, otherwise my hand will end up inside of it. So I'm just going to add a couple of these on there, dress it up. Dance. And then I didn't ink anything up, but you know, I can come back in and ink if that's what I want to do. Just add a butterfly. I'm just going to trim. Even when I die cut, if I stamp first, especially with the tickets, there's always the white, so then I have to cut it away. I might come back later and add a stamp on there, like number 7 or something, because that's my number. All right, so there's that one, and now let's do this one. I'm going to take a big one, this big field label. Trying not to get my head in the way. Doesn't have to be perfect. Of course, it's on a slant. And then this butterfly. It's just to add interest. And then I'm going to use the red. Just like that. Nice pop of color. What do you think of that? And then one more little guy, and then we can assemble. There we go. But yeah, have fun with your stamps. It's a great motivator if you're, you know, not sure of what to do. You can go on Pinterest and find inspiration, you know, really wherever you'd like. So I'm just going to glue two sides. You can round the corners. I didn't have a chance to the first time because I'd added my bits to it already. So just like that. What else should we add to it? Let's see. I just like things to stick out. This one says specimen. And what? And then there's another little butterfly. Well, let's just add it, shall we? Oops. I'm not gluing right to the end because it's going to be sticking out. Try and get it straight. I know I'm adding that ink to this piece, and that's just going to sit right there, just like that. So let's glue it on. Two sides, and then just add it. I'm not putting it right to the bottom. I could probably add another stamp there, a little number or something. Extra glue gives you time to get rid of it. So there we go. And then this one I'm going to add just right there. Same thing, just the two sides. And I think that's straight. So there we go. And I have some of these tags here. And then they can just go right in the pocket to be dressed later. And so there we go. If you want to add to the front, let's see, what do I have? Could make them tuck spots as well. Just add stuff. Actually, I really like those, and it's sad with the mail because I can't send anything to anybody, so That's frustrating for a lot of people, I think. But my hope is that it won't be for long. Hopefully they'll find resolution and get the mail system back up and running. And I really like this pop of red, so I'm going to add this there. Maybe I don't like it there. Maybe I'll put it there. So there's that. I'm just, what am I looking for? I don't want a finger. You know, the pointing finger. But there we go. Just add a little flower there. There. And it's just to add texture there. I'm not going to add anything to the back. All right, so there's that. I'm just going to grab my clips. If you have the mini ones, oh, that would look fantastic, having minis. But I like the size of these. And so there you go. Yeah, it really does need, it needs some ink from me. So there we are, just to show you what that looks like. A little bit of ink, not a lot, just used whatever was on my sponge. And so there we go. And what's nice, if you have this here and you keep it like that, you can put something that dangles down in there as well. So there we go. But it's a nice little addition for a journal, just to send like this. Tags inside. You can put pockets on the back and on the front. But these are my first ones, so you never know what's gonna, how they're gonna progress. And so then that's the other one. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed. Questions, comments, please leave them below. And, you know, tell me, do you like stamping? Do you enjoy it? Okay, all right, everyone. God bless. Thanks so much for being here with me today. Bye for now.